So you want to form an LLC in New York? Well, there's two ways to do it. You can form an LLC directly with New York State, or you can pay a third party to do it for you. For an easier, faster, and simpler process, I highly recommend Incfile. Trust me, I've done this many times. You can follow along with me by clicking the link in the description. If you choose not to use Incfile, don't worry. I'll leave a link to New York's Secretary of State website down below as well. The questions are exactly the same, so please choose one of them so you can follow along. This is what the Incfile website looks like. Let's go ahead and click on Start My Business. The first thing that we need to do is select the entity type. In this case, we're going to form an LLC. The state of formation is going to be New York. So we will scroll down and select New York. Great. Now we get to choose our package. There's silver, gold, and platinum. If you look at the silver package, you'll see that the state fee is $205. This is the minimum amount of money it will cost to form your LLC, whether you use Incfile or go directly with the state. So $205 is the minimum you're going to be spending during this process. I personally like the gold package because there's a lot of extra little goodies in here that make my life really, really simple. Let me explain them really quick. First thing that I really like is getting access to Incfile's online dashboard. Once you complete this process, you'll be able to log into the Incfile website and have all of your LLC and EIN information all available for you. That way you don't have to worry about losing it, and if you ever need it in the future, all you got to do is log in. The second thing, they'll go ahead and get the EIN for you, which saves you a ton of time. Getting the EIN for your LLC is a completely separate process with a completely separate entity, and paying Incfile to get it for you and save it for you is honestly kind of great. Another thing I really like is getting a whole free year of registered agent services. This is so helpful because I don't want to be my own registered agent. I want to stay anonymous. The last and my favorite thing is an address. Incfile will provide you a business address for $29 a month. This way you don't have to use your own address for the LLC paperwork. You can remain completely anonymous, move and live anywhere you want. It's a great way to go. You'll see that the difference is only $200. And for that amount of peace of mind, I think it's absolutely worth $200. So we're going to select the gold package and proceed. The first thing that we need to do is fill out the contact information for us. This is our information. So don't worry, this isn't going to be public. It's just contact information for Incfile to send you paperwork and documentation. So let's fill that out now. Once that's done, we can go to the next page. Okay, now we need to choose our filing time. Honestly, New York can be a little slow at 3 weeks. If you're not in a time crunch, just go ahead and select that option. But if you need this done now in one business day, go ahead and pay the extra $50 to make it happen. We now need to put in the information about the LLC itself and how many members it's going to have. We're first going to start with the LLC name. If you have trouble looking up the name or you're running into issues, please check out this video I made to make it easier and then come right back. The LLC name in our case is going to be Vanader Enterprise. Once we're done choosing a name, we need to choose a designator. The designator is the 3 letters that go after it that typically refer to this company as an LLC. I personally like LLC instead of all the other ones because they're a little bit longer. Easier and simpler it is, the better in my opinion. Now we need to choose how many members are going to be part of this LLC. In my case, it's going to be 1. It's going to be a single member LLC. There's nothing wrong with that. There's also nothing wrong with having more than 1 member in your LLC. If you have more than 1 person, go ahead and choose that number now and you can fill out information for them on the next screen. The next thing we're going to do is talk about our business purpose. Mine is educational and business consulting services, so I'm going to type that in the box now. Keep it short and sweet. You don't need to put in a whole lot. The next field is the industry that you're in. What they're trying to determine is your NAICS code, which is a national numeric identifier for the industry that your LLC is operating in. For us, we're going to type in consulting. We're going to look at the drop-down menu, scroll down to business management consulting services and choose that. Your NAICS codes will be displayed here. Please copy and write them down. You're probably going to need them when you go to open up a business bank account. Let's scroll down to company address information. This is my favorite part about Incfile. You can use your own address for this company. There is nothing wrong with that. Just know that you will not be anonymous. If somebody looks up your company name on the New York website, they're going to see where you live because your address will be the company address. One bad customer interaction and it's over. That's why I always prefer to pay Incfile to use their virtual mailing address. When I choose this option, I can live anywhere I want. I can go anywhere that I want and know that when mail is sent to my address, Incfile will scan it, open it, and email it to me, and I can simply log into their portal, look at it, get it forwarded, do whatever I want. It's an amazing option and it's one of my favorite things about Incfile. Premium service package. If you need any of these things, feel free to opt in. I know how to do all this stuff on my own, so I'm going to choose no at this time. Now we need to put in the information about the members of this LLC. There's only 1 member, so I just need to put in the information about myself, but if there's more than 1 person, you'll need to put in correct info for everybody. By checking this box, it inputs my name for me, and by having this box checked right here, it's going to automatically use the address that Incfile provided instead of using my personal address, which is amazing. Last but not least, make sure the ownership percentage matches what it should be. In my case, it should be 100% because there's only 1 person. When you're done with this screen, go ahead and hit next. Registered agent. A registered agent agent is a person or business that is available to receive mail on your behalf. They're available during business hours, Monday through Friday, in case the government needs to send you something important. They don't want to have to go hunt you down on a beach in Bora Bora if you're on vacation. They want to be able to send you the important mail and know that your business received it. So every single LLC and corporation must have a registered agent when they are formed. You can be your own registered agent. There's nothing wrong with that. But your address will become public. It will be on the public record. I don't like that. So I'm going to pay InkFile to be my registered agent for me. It's about $119 a year, plus the first year is free. So in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty affordable. I'm going to choose InkFile and move on. Awesome. The EIN section. If you chose the silver package, you won't see this option, but because we chose the gold package and InkFile is going to get our EIN for us, we can go ahead and fill this all out now. You are going to need a social security number or an international taxpayer identification number in order to get your EIN for your business. We're going to click my name here so it automatically populates, and then I'm going to fill out my social security number now. Last but not least, we have to choose a physical address, but I don't want my physical address to be known, so I'm going to choose the address that InkFile provided to keep myself anonymous. Isn't this great? Awesome. Setting up small business banking. I personally prefer to bank with local credit unions or online banks. I like to avoid the big guys like Bank of America and especially Wells Fargo. If you are into Bank of America, feel free to opt in. I'm going to opt out at this time. Would you like a free tax strategy consultation? Go ahead and opt in. But this is my wheelhouse. This is exactly what I teach inside my Accelerator, everything from bookkeeping, quarterly taxes, CPAs, and S-Corps. So because of that, I'm going to choose to opt out. Business licenses and permits. Oh, great. They've identified 2 permits that this type of business needs in the state of New York, which is probably a reseller's permit and a business license with the city. I know how to get these on my own. It's also something that I teach in my Accelerator, so I'm going to opt out now, but if you want to pay the $99 for them to send you all these documents, feel free to opt in. There's no harm in that. Wonderful. We've made it to the review screen. We're just about done. You can see all the charges on the right-hand side. Notice how $205 of this fee is going directly to New York State. That is unavoidable. The difference is what you're paying to InkFile for the gold package and the business address. Very worth it in my opinion. Let's make sure everything is correct. The state of formation should be New York and the entity type should be LLC. Under the registered agent info section, it should show either you if you chose yourself or InkFile if you chose InkFile to be your registered agent. Next, we're going to double check the company info. Please make sure the company address is spelled correctly. This is a really big deal. Next, we're going to double check our business purpose, make sure we're in the right category, and make sure that we've noted our NAICS codes. In our case, there's 2 of them. Double check the membership information, the ownership, the social security number for the EIN tax info, and then hit next. Amazing. We made it to the payment section. All you have to do now is pay and complete the process, and you're done. When completed, you'll be able to log into InkFile's dashboard directly and look at all the information that you just received for forming your new company. It's a really, really awesome tool. It should look just like this. The next thing that you need to do is use your EIN and your LLC paperwork to go open up a business bank account. You can follow along with me in this video right here. Otherwise, if you like this kind of stuff, consider checking out my Accelerator. I put together a training program for people just like you and me. I've got 40 plus videos. You're able to talk with me. We have discussions. We can DM each other. I have resources, my Rolodex, and legal documents. Plus, I go live every week to answer questions. It's an awesome community of business owners, and I think you would get a ton of benefit out of it. Otherwise, like I mentioned, definitely check out this video next because it's going to teach you exactly how to open up a business bank account with a local bank like I recommend.